So you go back and he introduces himself. He's like, thank you for helping this. Sis. I am Uklar Breadbeard, and it is great for you to take on this.
Wait,
Many of our young folk are
Redbeard?
Breadbeard,
Oh boy.
Breadbeard. So as you guys
That
have
makes
this conversation, you notice a few things. First of all, Kenshin, when you first saw him, he had like this strange brand, but what's even stranger is you recognized it. What was it?
I recognize it as one of the marks of the Nomen, the Nomen tribe mark.
What does it look like?
like a dick.
It's an uneven X shape with a third point coming out of the top. So it looks here. I'll draw it for you on the side of the map.
That's half a stick figure.
Okay.
I've seen this brand in a few books before.
And the thing that's most unique about it is that the X's are like burns, but that upward one is actually a cut.
Okay. And Sirach, as the one best recognized with the woods, he probably kind of gives you a general direction. He says to be on the lookout for something. What did he tell you to be on the lookout for in order to know you're going the right way?
Um, since I didn't get a lot of the backstory on that, was there any kind of like key details of like what direction?
So it's he just said it's to the west. So basically, what happened? This young dwarf shows up with a whole bunch of whip marks and cuts on his back, claiming that he just escaped from a slave camp to the west. That there's many other slaves still there. That the men that are there are brutal and supplying lumber to someone near the ocean. But he just said it's to the west. Kind of just points, and it seems like he's pointing kind of like a northwest direction.
Some of the trees in that area have a bit of a blue to them.
It is the barrier of blue, so most trees do have blue on them. Is it a special kind? Like instead of just the normal bark and leaves being blue, is it more magical, like a specific darkness, lightness, something like that?
Um, the the specific area that he is referring to has a bit of the same kind of blue that the wood that my future staff will be made out of has. Just it's a tiny little bit. It's very hard to notice for most people, but that's how they kind of run their area, is those trees that it helps guide them to their hidden camp.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Edward, how many other slaves did he say were there?
Oh, I think he said about a dozen or so. He couldn't quite count. He was busy either being shoved in a cage or working or running away.
And Rohan, what did he warn you about the leader?
I don't know.
He never saw him? He knew there was a leader, but he never saw?
Sure. Yeah, that'll work.
So Kenshin, since this is your the mission that you're heard of, what would you like your goal to be for today?
The goal would be to get all the prisoners freed.
Alrighty. That looks good. So as you're leaving, the guards kind of say, there's a path on the north. It's called the Blue Way. If you follow that path, it will lead you towards the coast. If this little one is saying that these, slave owners are using or providing wood to someone on the coast, it may be best to follow that way and perhaps try to scout from there. It's fairly simple. When you exit the city, make sure to take the route that appears to be going more north, not the one south. It'll be the one without the footprints on it. Yes, you'll recognize the other one as the forgotten path. It has all the footprints of those that have come before. And then, as you're as you guys are probably leaving, yep, you can try to guess how far this is gonna go. Yeah, you're gonna probably see lots of things. You guys wanting to, you're wanting to walk since you don't have money for horses.
Correct.
This is true.
Okay.
How much for a taxi?
So, you guys wanting to follow the path or kind of just cut west and be on the lookout for the specific trees?
No, I think should probably be more our scout's choice because he's,
Okay. Well, we do need a scout and a navigator. And someone to manage provisions. So.
All right, I'll scout this time.
Okay.
Do you know what the trees look like?
It was a horrible, horrible mess.
Okay. Who wants to navigate?
I'll navigate.
I'll cook, I guess.
Who cooked last time?
Kenshin. He didn't cook very well.
Right. That's exactly why I wanted to make sure same person didn't cook this time.
Okay. Well, Rohan, since you were the
what he cooked is terrible.
So you're the scout. So as you leave the city, you notice again you're kind of right on the edge of the barrier of blue. There's a lot of the blue pine trees and oak trees that are, sparse, and then they get deeper, and you can see you go out a couple miles and the path splits. You can see the forgotten trail that goes down south, and again it's recognizable because there's just a ton of footprints that seem to be just permanent, like if you had walked in cement. And there's a ton of different sizes. And then on the top, you can see it's a little more dense, like the path hasn't really been cleared. It's definitely been grown over, but you can definitely see where a trail kind of goes up towards the ocean. Do you want to go kind of straight through the forest, follow the trail, go your own way towards the ocean?
I guess we'll follow the trail because they said it was up the Blue Way a ways, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, so that would mean, from the city, you're following the trail. So basically, if somebody wants to be our map maker, this would be a good chance for you to do. Well, actually, the trail's already on there, so never mind.
Yeah,
you can kind of see the trail already. So for a day before you're able to, or before you're gonna need to make camp, you're gonna make it about probably 20 miles or so, I would say. So right about here-ish. But in order to do that, we're gonna have to make some rolls. So to start off, we're going to need to scout ahead, kind of see what things might be there. So it's gonna be
Jesus.
2d6 plus wisdom. All right. Okay. Starting
Congratulations,
off
we're lost.
good already.
Can the navigator save us? Find out next time.
Yeah, let's navigate is going to be plus intelligence. So Sirach, roll that for me, please. Okay. So on a 7 to 9, you choose one from the list. You happen upon a discovery missed by the scout, the going is slow, or you wander off course, or you encounter a danger.
Let's go with that first one.
All right, so you come across something. Let me pull up my list.
With a roll like that,
And
you missed
we
everything.
are in here. So you're out and you come across this very dark berry, and you remember seeing these berries actually in the Tullerhagen, the winemaker that you met at the very front. She had a whole bunch of these berries next to her stand, but there's a few bushes of them scattered around.
Mm-mm. Careful of all of the wild berries, child.
You do anything with the berries? Just kind of leave them alone.
Who, huh? Me?
Sirach.
Sirach?
Oh.
You come across these blackberries, you recognize them from the gnome's home. Do anything?
No, I think we'll leave them be.
Okay.
Can I get some?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a couple handfuls.
Okay. So you get about 15 of these night berries. That's what you remember the gnomes call them. Since you've been there, you actually know, Edward, what the gnomes use these for. They use these berries to make what they call shock juice. Now, you know that nightberry isn't the only thing that they use, but it's basically a tonic that they give specifically to their guards that will make them feel no pain and basically gain like a jolt of energy. And they call it shock juice. Rohan, well, while you're out scouting, you see this very strange thing. It looks like a wheel, and it's rolling next to you, but it's off in the distance. But it doesn't have spokes or anything. It's a solid rolling object that's rolling not too far away from you.
I don't give a flying about a rolling object.
Okay.
I just want to go punch something in the face. So I'm going to try to, I guess, continue to scout, but make sure I'm not too far away from the team.
Okay, so after a while, you see it kind of disappear, and you guys probably settle into a clearing. It's a decent little area. I don't know, Edward, you're the one making camp, so what do you think it looks like? What kind of place would you settle into? Let's see, and let me actually... Let's see. You guys need a name. Or an icon. What draw something on the map that I can use to be you. Someone.
Polygon. Regular.
Perfect. Thank you. There, Spoon.
You're
Should
welcome.
have drawn a dick butt.
I'm not that talented. Plus, I don't draw with my right hand.
So you guys end up about there, and you're
It's
making
close enough to be a circle.
mhm. You're making camp, and Rohan, you probably are the one still scouting around, and you see this thing is back, and it's rolling right at you, and now you've gone off. You're kind of by yourself, a distant away from the rest of them, and as it's rolling, you see this head kind of come and go back, and it's kind of diagonal, and it opens its mouth, and it's got very sharp fangs, and it's rolling right at you. What do you do?
Tridica!
How big is it?
From you, it probably comes up to your waist. It's probably about 4 foot tall when it's completely rolled. Its head's
Okay.
probably about 8 inches by a foot, probably.
And I see sharp teeth, and it's rolling right at me.
Yeah, it's like if a wheel's coming at you, and every like a head comes through, and it's rolling, it's rolling, it's rolling. It's probably about 30 feet still away from you, but you can see it's
Alright.
coming right towards you.
I would like to gauge the distance it rolls for where the head would be at about fist height
Okay.
for an easy shot. Step back to where, as it would roll up to me, I could then punch it right as the head would crest over to where I could hit it right in the face.
Okay. Oh, that sounds like you're trying
Saw that
to
coming.
discern some realities.
Yes.
So
which
that is going to be
int or
wisdom.
whiz.
Wisdom.
Oh, great.
You don't know shit!
So
I can't
as
tell
it's coming
shit.
through, it actually springs out, and you can see it's a big ass snake. So it's come uncoiled, and it comes right at your chest. I need you to defy danger of your choice, or else you're gonna get bitten by a big ass snake.
So that would be
I
strength.
told you guys.
You describe to
watch
me
out for
how
the
you're
snake.
going to get away from the snake.
All right. Well, if it's coming at me, I'm just gonna, like overhand haymaker.
Just try
hit
to
it the
throw it
ground,
away.
Essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. Like sidestep it, but hit the head so I can knock it to
Careful.
the ground.
These things are known to eat giant walking bears.
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you're able to get it
No,
away,
that
and
thing
now it slithers back, and it's there. Like it kind of stands up like a serpent, so its head's kind of bobbing, and it's ready to fight. What do you do?
The terrain, is it like grasslands or is it rocky?
It's grasslands. It's like there's definitely a couple trees around you. There's grass and bushes and leaves kind of spattered around.
Well, I mean, it's a serpent, so I would like to circle and see if it how quickly it tracks. Like to try to circle around it at the current distance from it that I am.
Okay. It's about probably 6 foot in length. So you're quicker than it. You're definitely able to kind of come around the side, and it takes a few seconds to turn around and get you, or kind of look at you.
To align back with me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then I would like to continue to make a quick dodge around to see if I can get beyond 90-degree angle from it and try to jump on it and tackle it to the ground and then hit it in the back of the head.
Okay, so let's start off by doing that.
Wailing on it.
Let's start off with dodging. Defy danger dexterity.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. And now I need you to hack and slash to
Which
get
is
on
strength,
top.
right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Roll your damage.
So this should already have my merciless. 1d10 plus 1 plus d4. Okay. Yep.
And what tags does your weapon have again?
My weapon has +2 piercing,
Okay.
so it's sharp, serrated, and bloodstained.
All right. So you're on this back, and it does this buck action, and it's about to throw you off. How are you gonna stay on?
Um, I just want to grab it right behind the head and hold on.
Okay, strength.
Yep.
So you hang on, and the thing is now charging towards the campfire light. It sees in the distance. Is anybody on watch at the camp?
Well, since I didn't do anything else during the day, I would assume that I am.
Okay. I will say, if you wish to, let's see, what do they do for watch?
I am laughing hysterically because this is so much fun, by the way.
So that
Oh, before
I'll let you
Can I-
either. Yeah, go ahead.
I have this alarm spell. I figure I would have set that up as we were making camp.
Okay. What
So
does
I
that
would
do?
be. Walk a wide circle as you cast a spell. Until you prepare spells again, your magic will alert you if a creature crosses the circle, even if you're asleep. So I know it's coming too, as I'm like cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So I
What does
stand
that
up and
like?
face the direction.
What does it sound like to you? Is it something just to you? Is it an actual like sound that goes off?
No, it's not like a string of cans or anything. It's just kind of like almost like a spidey sense
Okay.
sort of thing. It just kind of feel it, and I'm like, oh, something's coming.
Yeah, you you probably all notice. First of all, Edward, you're woken up by this sound, and you probably look off over to the northwest, and you see this huge snake coming at all of you with a human fighter just holding on for dear life, cackling like he's having the best time in his life. And he is charging right towards you, Kenshin. What would you like to do?
Mm, I'm gonna stand my ground and cut its head off.
Okay, it's gonna attempt to bite you, so how are you going to get through?
You are aware I'm still on the back of this thing.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
aware he doesn't care.
I
He's
am
gonna go through
going
everything.
to. I'm gonna use strength to defy danger. I'm going to slice its head off
Okay. Defy your danger.
before it has a chance to.
Okay.
Oh!
And roll your hack and slash. And
it
your
would be
damage?
just your damage. Okay. Yeah, I swear to God, if you hit me,
He already made the roll. Yeah.
Yeah, that just means that it hits me.
Not necessarily. Roll your damage.
Wait, why did he roll twice?
He needed to dodge the initial attack from the charging
And then
creature,
the second
and
one was
then
the attack. Okay.
And the second one was my hack and slash, but I rolled a 7, so I left myself open to its attack.
or other things.
Or other things.
Just see if you at least did some damage to it. Yeah.
You
okay.
cut right through the thing's head, but Ginger, the blade's coming towards you. What do you do?
I turn my knuckle sideways and try to block his sword with my knuckles.
Okay, defy
Okay, you're
danger.
gonna lose your hand.
Dexterity to get your hand up there quick enough.
Yep, there goes your hand.
You take 5 damage,
Okay, that's fine.
and you got a dead snake
Wait,
in camp.
I would like to punch the head because I know snakes can continue to bite afterwards. So I'd like to pin the head down and smash it and pulverize the head
Roll your damage.
Oh my.
just to make sure it's dead.
Oh yeah,
completely.
it's
Oh my.
it turns to mush.
I'm going to slice it open along the belly and cut some steak fillets.
Okay.
I'm going to examine the insides. and see if there's any, I don't know, what it feeds on or what's happening. I don't know. I'm just gonna look at it and examine the damn thing.
It definitely feeds on smaller creatures. Like you can see the dark red fur of those two-tailed fox-like creatures. There's probably what would be like bunny bones and smaller mice and all of that. It doesn't have like you don't see any gnome remains, but it can attack things to a fairly decent size.
So then, what made it chart at?
You may never know. If the scout needs to scout, and maybe he would have seen. You just know that there's bad rolling snakes in here. So what we'll do,
There's only one. We killed it.
we'll consider the snake as like a forage roll. So Kenshin, since you're the one going through and cutting off the snake, roll me wisdom.
Okay, rolling wisdom.
Oh.
Okay, so you get about
That's
7 of
fair.
these snake steaks.
Snakes. Steaks.
What do you do with them?
Sweet.
I give them to the little one. He appears to know what to do with these kind of things.
Who's
Oh.
cooking?
That would be
I-
Edward.
I would like a cooked snake steak.
I'm sorry.
Well,
they
then I
were, all,
give them.
they
I
were
give them
given
to
to the
Edward.
short one.
Okay.
No, I give them to you. You're
So
short.
Edward, if you're managing the provisions,
short.
roll
I'm still
plus
sleeping.
wisdom. Still sleeping.
Can I? Okay. Wisdom.
Okay.
I want to do a couple different things. I want to cook up the four or five of the steaks. Yeah, we said 7, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna cook up 5 of the steaks, and then I'm gonna cure the other 2 for jerky.
Okay. I doubt any of you have had this snake before, so just asking, is anyone taking any caution before they consume this creature, doing anything beyond cooking it?
No.
Yes, I'm going to feed the fighter first.
That's fine with me.
Roll me a 1d100,
I-
please.
1d100.
I'm actually not interested in eating the snake, so.
I'm not
hungry.
interested either, but he wanted it, so. Oh wow, okay. He wanted it, so I fed it to him. I never said I was eating any of it.
Okay, so re-roll. Any effect or transformation is permanent. So re-roll, please.
Yes.
Boy, here it comes.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
You guys have a very tasty meal. So you have 7 rations, 7 more rations, we'll call it.
All right, I'm gonna add another.
buddy. Do I get any health from the food?
Yes.
Or do we just wait till we
yes.
sleep? Okay.
Making camp. Let's see here.
6, 11, 12, 13. That's 13 rations, so that's
Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it?
2 pounds, right?
Yes, that would be 2 pounds. Oh, I need a third monitor. Be awesome.
That's what I'm thinking about now.
Yeah, they're pretty great. I can almost plug in a 4th.
I hate you all.
Talk, buddy.
think
I'll
it's
send you a monitor
10
if you want one.
Every 5 rations is 1 pound.
Yeah. So I have 2 pounds.
You
of
get
rations.
you heal damage equal to half of your maximum HP. So whatever your maximum is, divide that by half, you can get that much HP back.
All right. Well, I'm back to 25, so we're good.
Okay. So you guys head into the night. Things probably going okay. Let's just double check the rolls. That was a 9.
Yeah, don't forget to get your experience, folks.
We get experience for the night.
If you no anytime you
Oh.
roll, yeah. So like your wisdom roll.
The rolls, yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
That's what I was talking about.
I've been keeping track. Yeah, I'm at 8 out of 10 already.
So you guys probably have a decent rest of the night. You have some steak or some rations. Nothing. There's the walking of creatures in the distance, but nothing
Fucking
else
snake
really
steak.
occurs. You guys probably wake up in the morning and you know that you got to keep heading forward. So at this point, what I would like you to do is give me like a general idea of what
Quick
direction.
question.
Yes.
Since it's been night, am I no longer confused since we've had a rest?
You keep your debility until your debility is healed. In order to heal
so-
a debility, that I believe is a recover move. After 3 days of rest, you can remove one debility, or you can consume one healing potion to remove a debility, or you can go to the hospital to remove a debility.
Okay. So as long as we sleep 3 nights in a row,
Yes.
fine. Okay.
If that's what you guys decide to do, you'll have to again go like it's discuss as a group.
Is it sleep in the city or sleep in general?
As long
Let's
as you
just-
sleep for 3 days.
Like I have to be asleep for 72 hours or just 3 nights?
No, it's just 3 nights probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as long as we make camp and I sleep through the night.
Well, it says after
I'm no
3
longer
days of rest, you remove one debility of your choice. So it's like you're laying in a bed. You're not necessarily
Oh,
sleeping, but you're resting, recovering.
Or drink one of your healing potions that I
Or-
forgot you had, and then give me
or
one
that.
of mine. You jerkbag.
No, I'm good.
Whatever, Beacon. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just gonna hold on until we need them. I'm not gonna waste it to get rid of a -1 on my wisdom.
All right.
Where
So
we
do you
going?
guys continue the current order of scout, navigator, all of that, or do you take a different role this morning?
Let's. Why doesn't Kenshin be scout?
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
I'd love to be the first to punch something, but if
Well,
Kenshin
yes,
wants to lead,
but
You're also confused, so you don't know what you're doing.
yeah, that's what I'm.
So you know that by walking, the terrain, it definitely gets more rocky towards the ocean, but for the most part, the trail itself it is windy because it has to go through trees and stuff, but it's not too up and down. On average, depending on how far you want to go, who's moving the dick?
Well, the only one that can.
No. You're not the only one. But you know that if you plan on walking about 18 to 10 or 8 to 10 hours for the day, you can make it about 20 miles. If you want to push yourself to like 12 hours, you can make it about 30. So whoever the scout is, I would like you to kind of use your marker to show me about where you'd like to head.
It's whoever decided to actually be the scout.
Well, I thought I was scouting.
Okay.
Yeah,
You didn't say anything, so I just didn't know. That's all.
I was waiting for the boss to be finished talking. I think we're gonna try to get about here.
So that's about 20,
Right. Okay.
25 or so.
Roll me your scout, please. Scout is wisdom.
7.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9, you choose one from the list below. You get the drop on whatever lies ahead. You discern a beneficial aspect of the terrain, a shortcut, shelter, tactical advantage. Describe it. You make a discovery, which you would ask for me, or you notice the sign of a nearby danger.
I think I noticed a sign of a nearby danger.
Okay. You start seeing that marking on trees. It's that X with the point, and it's just kind of marking different ways. It's strange because it seems to let's see. Let me make as you're coming through, you start seeing markings that kind of follow this path here, and then kind of follow down here. It's not every tree, it's just every occasional tree kind of through this area. Navigator. Yes, keep note of that. Do you want to do anything with those markings? Do you have any advice?
Well, I'm going to point them out, especially to our little naturey one, to see if he can determine how old they are, maybe.
Okay. Sirach?
I am going to study it intently.
Discern those realities, please.
Which
It's
one's
wisdom.
up?
Wisdom.
Okay.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, you can ask one of the following questions. What happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable for me? Who's really in control here? Or what here is not what meant to be? If you do want to ask how old are these, I will allow that as well. Hey, what's up, Wild?
Well, let's go ahead and do that, as that was the intent.
Okay, so they do seem to be older the further east you go, and definitely appear to be newer, to the point like on the edge they're nearly the growth is nearly covered up again, but as you go further west following the trail, they definitely become new. What's weird is that they get new, and then they start getting old, and then they start getting new. There seems to be a break in the difference. What would you like to do, Navigator?
Let's start heading towards the newer trees.
Okay. The ones to the north or the ones to the west?
West.
Okay. Roll your navigate check, please. Navigate is intelligence.
Jesus.
Gee. Woohoo!
Should have gone north.
So as you're following around, Sirach, you guys start, I don't know, seeing the same tree, and you end up somehow getting lost. So you kind of follow the newer trees, but then I don't know if you just got so used to seeing them that they all started looking the same, and you end up back at like what appears to be the southeast edge of where these markings exist. What would you like to do?
What? You're a halfling, right, Faison?
Yeah.
You halfling moron. We're lost, aren't we?
No, I really like this tree over here.
You moron.
Well, let's see if we can't find our way back to the path.
Okay. So I'll need, do you guys wish to scout ahead or just kind of move through? So much typing. Goodness.
Oh, I'm gonna scout ahead, because I feel like I'm in enemy territory.
How would we know? We've been going around the same tree for 3 years.
Say that again, Kenshin?
I said I am going to scout ahead because I feel like we are in enemy territory, and that is for the best.
Okay.
So wisdom.
So would you say you're more on watch, or are you looking for something?
I'll
I'm
keep
more-
watch of the group.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
You can go scout.
go ahead. Yeah, wisdom for scout ahead.
Yeah, I'm specifically looking out for.
Okay. So you get to choose one again.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take the
Get the drop on.
get the drop on
Okay.
the danger ahead.
All right.
That's the one I was thinking about, Spoon. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah, that's what I figured, because you were like, I think we're, surrounded by people. So I'm like, yeah, I figured that's what I was trying to do.
And Sirach, you've noticed
we're
that
not-
some of these like the older markings that you've already passed have appeared to like change in shape, which is going to be a little bit easier for you to navigate through the forest. Go ahead and roll the navigate roll again, and this time add a +1. Navigate is
Okay, give me a
intelligence.
second. Yeah, I gotta get back to that screen. Not enough monitors.
I'll be right there.
Yep.
6.
And that's with a +1.
No, that's not with the +1. That's just the roll. So it'd be
Okay.
7.
So on
Ah,
7,
shut up.
you can choose one. You can happen upon a discovery missed by the scout. You happen to be a little slow or wander off course again, or you encounter a danger, whether or not you're surprised by it. But you wouldn't be because Hawk has Kenshin has the drop on something. So what do you pick?
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and just go with that last one.
All right, so something's going to happen, but first we're going to take a quick break so everybody can get some water, BRBs, and things are going to happen. Thanks for hanging out, folks. We'll be back and turn this music back up.